Controversy inside the Mitchell Courthouse. Charges against a man facing 2 life sentences and first-degree murder are dropped after a prosecutor called in sick.
And we begin there. That prosecutor requesting a 1-day delay, but that request was denied and the case dismissed.
Fox 45's Rebecca Pryor has the story.
First and second-degree murder charges against 22-year-old Draquan Smith dropped Monday before trial even began. According to the city state's attorney's office, the lead prosecutor, Paul Crawley, contracted the flu over the weekend. He even obtained a doctor's note saying he could not be in court for jury selection and requested a 1-day delay. But instead of granting the brief postponement, a judge demanding the state move forward with new counsel, a call local attorney Jeremy Eldridge deemed highly unusual.
There is case law in the state of Maryland that speaks to the fact that prosecutors are not fungible, meaning they can't simply be replaced by another line prosecutor. And the more serious the charge, the more important that rule is to adhere to.
In this case, Smith is facing 2 life sentences and decades behind bars for more than a dozen other charges after police say he shot and killed another 22-year-old man during a daytime attack in South Baltimore last year. Police records show witnesses identified Smith as the man searching for the victim just before the incident to, quote, get his money from him.
So at a last-minute situation like this with a medical illness, it would be highly unusual and potentially inappropriate to just slide a different prosecutor in.
The city state's attorney's office sending a statement to Fox 45 reading in part, quote, this was not acceptable. The court forcing the state into the Hobson's choice of maintaining its prosecutorial independence, function, effectiveness, and continuity versus public safety and accountability does not serve the public interest in any way. Fox 45 also sending questions to the Maryland judiciary asking, what is your response to the state's attorney's argument? And why was a 1-day delay denied? They replied, quote, the rules of the judicial conduct prohibit a judge from commenting on pending cases, even though the case has been dismissed. Meanwhile, as for Eldridge's best guess,
the court feels pressure to resolve the overwhelming number of cases that are in a backlog situation.
Although it remains unclear how a 1-day delay would impact the court's COVID backlog.
But that seems to be the issue.
Rebecca Pryor, Fox 45 News.
Smith was recently convicted of attempted murder in another case this year, so he won't be released anytime soon. Instead, the state will recharge him and retry him in this case while he's still incarcerated. A new court date is expected within 6 months.
And the judge in that case, Judge Melissa Phinn, has handed down a few high-profile decisions, including the decision to vacate the sentence of Adnan Syed. The family of Hayman Lee argues Phinn and prosecutors violated victims' rights, saying they didn't give Lee's brother enough time to attend the hearing and give a victim impact statement in person. Syed's conviction was later reinstated. The Maryland Supreme Court will hear the case in October. Judge Phinn also accepted a plea deal from Marilyn Mosby's office that released convicted arsonist Luther Trent. Trent served less than 6 months in jail after he admitted to trying to burn down his ex-girlfriend's house with her and her roommates inside. Phinn eventually overturned that plea deal. Federal prosecutors went on to sentence Trent to 12 years in prison. And last June, police say Austin Davidson killed a Wicomico County Sheriff's deputy. In 2019, he faced 20 years for armed robbery, but Judge Phinn sentenced him to probation before judgment, setting him free. And days after that case, Fox 45 News learned Joseph Black, the man accused of hitting and dragging a police officer with his car, also was out on a plea deal from Phinn's courtroom. He had been charged with attempted homicide, but that was pleaded down to handgun charges, setting him free after serving 20 months. I'm Mary Bubala. Thank you for watching. Here's another video for you to watch. Also take some time to subscribe to our YouTube channel.